All right. So, like I said at the end of the last video, a sinking fund is an annuity established to set aside funds for some future need, and there's often a target future value. So, for example, in that last example, example 4 and 3 and 4, John was trying to he was trying to save $12,000 for a car over 3 years, and what he really wanted to know was how much should he set aside for every month. What should his monthly payments be in order to get to a target value, a target future value of $12,000? So now you honestly can do that just like the way we did in example 4. You can use the formula for the future value of an annuity and just rearrange it to solve for R. But sometimes it'd be nice just to have a formula so we don't have to do any algebra. So, all right. So let's take our future value formula, right? The future value of an annuity is equal to the monthly payment times this whole thing in brackets. 1 plus the interest rate, the per conversion period, times the number of conversion periods for the term, minus 1 all over I. Okay, that's the formula that we already have. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just basically multiply both sides by the reciprocal, right? That's the same as dividing by both sides, right? By the reciprocal, or by the dividing both sides by this constant, this thing in square brackets, right? This thing in square brackets is we're pretty much going to know that. We're going to be given that, at least in this class. In this class, we're not going to have to solve for what interest rate what we need or how much time. Would we have to leave it in or anything like that? So if for this class, you're just going to always be given everything in the square brackets, right? And so this thing in square brackets is just going to be a constant. So if I want to solve for R, basically I can multiply both sides by the reciprocal of it. And what I end up with is, oops, here, I'm going to make this a little neater. Here. I'm going to end up with reciprocal here. So I have I over the 1 plus I to the n minus 1. Okay? So all I'm doing is multiplying by the reciprocal. I'm just multiplying both sides by the reciprocal to go from one to the other. So you can see the thing in brackets just is flipped upside down. That's the reciprocal. All right. So that's our formula. That's it. It's really the same formula. It's just rearranged a little bit so that you don't have to, you could just plug numbers in and get an answer. So this is the formula to find the monthly payment given a future value, given some future target value for an annuity. Okay, so it's I over 1 plus I to the n minus 1. Okay, all right, so that's another formula we're going to add to our formula sheet. All right, so let's do an example now. And we already really did an example with John and his car savings. So, but in this one, it says the proprietor of Carson Hardware has decided to set up a sinking fund for the purpose of purchasing a truck in 2 years' time. It is expected that the truck will cost $30,000 if the fund earns 10% interest per year compounded quarterly. Determine the size of each equal quarterly installment that the proprietor should pay into the fund. Okay, so we're looking for the quarterly installment, right? That's the R. We're looking for R, right? And we're given the future value. So the future value that we're going for is $30,000, right? That's what we're looking for. We're told the interest rate is 10%. That's the nominal interest rate per year. So 0.10. The interest is compounded quarterly, so our M is 4, right? 4 times per year for 2 years, 2 years time. So T is equal to 2 years. All right, so now we just need to use our formula that we have up here for a sinking fund payment. So the sinking fund payment is equal to the $30,000 times this thing in brackets. Okay, so we have I, which is the interest rate per conversion period. So we're going to take the nominal interest rate and divide by 4. All right, and this is all over 1 plus 0.10 divided by 4. And we have M is 4, and we need it in 2 years' time, so that's 8, right? 8. 4 times 2 is 8. That's the number of conversion periods, and then minus 1. Okay, and then it's just putting into your calculator. So what did I get when I put it into my calculator? I got $30,434.02. That's what our monthly payment needs to be in order to have that much money at the end of 2 years. Okay. Now you might be interested. Okay, well, how much did he earn? How much did he invest? Let's figure that out. How much did he invest? Much did he invest? All right. How much did he invest? Well, if he pays $3,400 and $34.02 times 8 periods, right? Because it's four payments per year for over 2 years. So he'll end up paying in $27,472.16. All right, which then allows us to figure out how much did he earn? How much money did he get for free? Right? How much interest did he earn? How much interest did he earn? Well, we can take the 30,000 that he ended with, right? Because that was his target amount, and his monthly payment was based on that target amount, and subtract the 27,000 that he put in. $27,472.16 to be precise. And so that means he earned $2,527.84. All right, well, that's all right. Over 2 years, gets $2,000, $2,500 for free by earning interest. All right, so that takes care of example 5, and I'll meet you in the next video.